Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about these girls who are coming on Instagram. You know where they're headed. Okay. The topic will be slightly adult content in nature. Okay, slightly. So just a little bit of warning if you're listening to this. Some of you actually listen to it with your children, sons and daughters, and you guys really surprise me when you tell me, "Oh, my son really likes to listen." So I was like, "Son, oh, okay. How old is your son?" "Yeah, my son is like 9 years old." 9 years old. Which video is he listening to? And they give me some of the videos. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. That is about, adult topic. No, Loy, I want him to be exposed to the realities of life. I'm like, you're a great father here. Okay. Anyway, but I sincerely appreciate, some of you have even sent me photographs of you and your child doing and all that stuff, and okay, whatever. But just to protect their privacy, I'm not going to show, which guys know. Okay, so coming back to the topic which I wanted to share with you is the girls of Instagram. Okay, and like I told you, it's going to be slightly sexually explicit, so just be careful. And but yeah, let me know your thoughts, man, because this is a serious issue. Honestly, it's becoming a problem, and I want to address it. I guess probably because I'm also a father of a daughter, and it's not only affecting girls, it's not only affecting the parents of these girls, but if you're a young man or you're a father and you have a son, it affects them because they are the consumers of such content. So I'll give my thoughts and feel free to share your thoughts. Okay. So one second, let me just drink coffee. Okay, so now what exactly is the problem? Or what am I talking about? Unless you have been living under a rock, you'd know that on Instagram and on TikTok, girls put content which is slightly sexual in nature. Like, for example, girls will wear a bra or they'll wear a bikini. Like here in the Asian countries, they'll show Asian girl, Thai or Philippine or whatever. She's in the swimming pool and she's jiggling and shaking her assets. Nice word. Okay, like business assets and liabilities. And now it has, ever since Meta or Instagram has allowed the show the nipple movement, it has gone to a level where it's really becoming disgusting. They have made this rule where if a female is breastfeeding her child, it's okay to show it. It's not sexual. Ever since that rule came out, females, seriously, females have actually been opening and letting the baby search for the nipple, and some of them like take out their breast and squeeze it. Like, what are you doing, man? What is this? Like, I'm sorry to say, but I'm slightly traditional. I'm a with Indian values. Some people say it's backward, but in our so-called backward culture, a mother is looked upon with, we venerate a mother, we worship a mother, we some of Indians, they join hands and they touch their head to the mother's feet to show respect, like your God, to the mother and father. That's the respect they give a mother. Can you imagine having a mother and father like that? Or that is the kind of respect. And then a female who identifies as a mother and just popping out her breasts for the camera, for random strangers to see. And she's squeezing and allowing the milk to come out. And what are you doing? And normally people will think this is only females from the West. We have Indian females. We have, I don't know if Pakistani females, but I've seen Indian females, I've seen Nepali. What are you doing? Like, I genuinely want to ask them, my dear, like, sister, like, they like to use this term, no? Brother, sister, my dearest sister, my dearest, child, what are you doing? You're dangling your breasts for the world to see. Like, maybe there'll be a sweeper, a roadside guy, a pedophile, a rapist or something. Like, just imagine standing on the road and showing your breast. Would you respect such a woman? Okay, that was one. And for me, it's so disturbing when you show that child with your dirty character. You're exposing the child. Okay, that is one. The other thing that disturbs me is this has become such a sick trend. Really, really sick. A female will talk, oh, something. She'll just say, oh, by the way, I want you to watch my video. And, she's holding the phone, like, where's my phone? Okay. She's holding the phone. Like, for example, she'll think the phone is looking at her face. And then she'll say, oof, as if she'll act as if she dropped it. She didn't drop it, she's holding. And she'll take the phone and she'll put the phone in between her legs, where she's either wearing a panty, a very skimpy panty, or it's becoming so worse where females are covering their opening in between the legs with two fingers. And then she'll, oh, sorry, oh, sorry. It's not funny. It's not. There are men, there are these groups which I'm telling you, I'm a part of and I'm just curious to know how their minds work and the comments that they put there. And I've spoken about this before. Yummy. Seriously, comments, yummy. I would love to eat that. Oh, I want to put my tongue. Oh, I want to put my face. Oh, I could eat that the whole day. Like, my dear, what are you doing? And it's so sad and sick that we have men like this who are searching for women who identify themselves as sexual objects. And that's even more saddening that you have women who want to market and sell themselves as sexual. And these are young women. These are women whose faces, if you see their faces, they're like, wow, this is a really beautiful looking girl. She's a smart looking girl. Like, we identify good looks with smart, right? And then you begin to wonder why? Just why would you want to do that? And then you have these articles from Daily Mail online. Oh, she was going to be a lawyer, but she gave up her job to be OnlyFans. Now she's earning millions. They make it sound as if it's a bloody achievement. You're showing your body part for money from sexually frustrated men who will give $1, $5. Just imagine, because you're doing it in the virtual world, you feel it's okay. What you're actually doing, which I've stated before, is actually, it is in real life, it is you. Just imagine, a girl going out in the middle of the road, middle of the street, somewhere, opening her leg and showing her vagina, showing her breast, and just showing random strangers, cheap people who are cleaners, and they'll just throw $1, $5. They'll sit and look, oh, wow, nice. Okay, here a $5. And then they'll start touching themselves. And don't you find that disgusting? You'll say, that is disgusting. This is exactly the same that is happening in the virtual world. In fact, I've listened to that some whatever podcast its name is. Sometimes I get the shorts where this guy is actually saying you don't have any talent because one black guy, he said it so beautifully. I've said this before, but I have to repeat it. He said you have no talent because he said, and she was like, "What do you mean? How dare you?" Like he's saying, "No, no, let me explain." He's saying the work I create, the products or services I create, my mother and father can actually look at them, view them, try them out, and see if it's useful for them. It blesses them, it blesses the community. The product or service you are selling, your mother and father can never see it. They cannot be seen using it. And neither the community that knows you would want to be identified seeing or experiencing your product. And it's true. Now, why am I repeating all this, which I've said before? I'll tell you why. Few days ago, this actually happened. Few days ago in my WhatsApp groups, uh, young men from India, they share content. They shared a video of an Indian girl. Now, this girl is not a prostitute. This girl is not a superstar. This girl is not a star. She's a school-going girl. School. Okay. And this girl is having the camera like at a distance, kept there, and she's showing her bum. Like she's wearing clothes. You can make out the clothes that she's wearing is in such a way that your eyes as men will go to her private parts. Okay. It's going there, slightly tight in that area. And she's like, oh, let me show you, the muscles on the glutes or the. And she's turning around and showing her bum. And she's saying, see, it is flat, how to show it. And then she's popping her ass out and she's showing how to pose. What are you doing? In fact, I asked the guys the guys were commenting, and I said, I'm not only blaming her, I'm blaming her mother and father. The upbringing that this girl has received to feel it's okay to share this content. Because I told them, if my daughter were to do it, forget me disciplining my child. What discipline? Fuck, I would, because I'm not a physically violent guy, I would make sure she's punished to the fucking core. You'll be like, oh, what? Yeah, send her back to the fucking village, go work and not send a single fucking penny. Go be a full-time fucking whore if you want. Not under my house. Sorry. Then when you get all this and you get STD and you'll have 2-3 kids, then but you'll never be accepted back. Get the fuck out. Because for me, it is so disgusting. It is like prostitution. When a girl, no matter how educated, no matter how respectable, if you do that, for me, you're a fucking prostitute. You'll say, what about the guys who are watching the? Yeah, they are sick bastards. Yeah. They are frustrated. They are sick. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to jerk off. So that's what. You'll be like, oh, don't you watch porn? Yes, I fucking do. Have I denied it? Have I told you I'm a saint? Have anywhere in my videos, I'm a nice guy, I'm a decent guy? No. I'm also involved in all this shit. I have done all this shit until the age of what? Watching porn, where it was crazy till the age of 30. I used to be super excited about watching porn, but because I could get women, I was not addicted to porn. Thankfully, I was never addicted to porn, and I used to get girls. I was very charming, even though I was fat, even though I was chubby, even though I was big as a powerlifter. And I never told a female a lie. Oh, I'll marry you. That's why I have sex with. I never did that. I found it very cheap. I used to tell girls, no strings attached. You and I date each other, and anytime we break, fine. I've got girls like that. They even knew I was married. So girls who didn't mind that. So The point being, I'm not trying to justify, oh, see, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. But between two consenting adults, fine. But now here we are not having adults. We are not having grown ass men and women. And in fact, this is a sad thing. Yeah. These women who are in their ages of 30 and 40, some even beyond that, are busy. Like, latest one that I saw is this female, she's in the pool. They'll have these see-through shirts, they'll dip themselves in the pool, and suddenly you can see their nipples, and they're like, like, you know, uh, young boys, as old as, some as old as 9, 10, 11. And you might ask, oh, how do you know that? I go outside in the market, I go see boys with their phones in 7-Eleven stores where the Wi-Fi is for free. You see that they're having their phone, and some are all huddled together. So you're just passing by, you can see what they're seeing. And sometimes they scroll through the Facebook. Nowadays, you don't have to go to a porn site. Just go Facebook or Instagram, keep scrolling. And I can assure you, even now, if I were to scroll on my phone, some bloody channel that advertises itself as something else will show one of these videos. Why? Because they want engagement. So I was talking to you about that Indian girl. Just think about it. Her age must have been 15, 16. And she's talking about her ass, a bum. And she's giving advice on how to make your ass stand out. And you can clearly make out she is a young girl. She is, you know, I'm, my assumption would be she didn't even maybe had sex or didn't experience any of that. But she's actually creating this content. What did we as human beings do to make this normal behavior? And I'll tell you, okay, one or two boys maybe shared this or they said, oh, but just imagine, like, I have more than 200 or sometimes 300 people in a group. I'm pretty sure some of them, because I don't know all of them, I just know one or two closely, they would be sexually fantasizing about this girl. Aren't we going into a very disturbed society? Can you imagine your mother, sister, or daughter do something like this? Like I was telling you, forget me being strict with my daughter. My wife would she would give her a spanking of a lifetime, a beating of a lifetime. It's, it's, we are moving towards a society where now it is becoming like acceptable. They call it empowerment. They call it women's empowerment. What empowerment? To become a prostitute? Is that empowering? We have articles where, oh, I slept with 300 men because I wanted to experience. In that hole of yours, who knows how much of fungus and bacteria and bloody virus and I don't know what all gunk must be there. Just imagine, there's that one meme that was circulating. One guy said, my grandmother, 1960 photograph. And they show a respectable lady with a nice dress. And today's generation, my mother in 2020, and they show a girl with showing her, half her tits. And we are encouraging today's girls, today's young women, to show their private parts for fame, for money, quick money, and for clout. But do you know the damage you're doing to your life? If you're a young man, if you're a young lady, and you're thinking of doing, even men are doing videos like this, they're showing their bodies and Okay, if you're a bodybuilder and you're showing muscles, fine. I can understand a little bit of narcissism. Even I've had that, showing the body, showing the muscles. But what is your agenda? What is your objective? Are you trying to sexually turn on, members of the opposite sex? Are you doing for attention? Like, whatever I've done in my life is all attention. It really disturbs me, man. It really disturbs me to see these are not prostitutes. These are girls with good families. That day when I was going to the 7-Eleven store here, I saw there were 2 or 3 bikes with girls sitting there. Girls, all girls, not girls with guys. And there was this particular girl, young girl, very young girl, and she was really pretty. She was really pretty. I'll give it to her. And you could clearly make out she put makeup. Her age must have been definitely maybe 15, 16. Okay, pretty girl. And she had her smart device. I'll show you what she was doing. Okay. She had put it on. Okay. She had put it on. It's like this. And this is what she was doing. Huh? Actually doing this. I know you must be laughing when I'm showing this. She was actually doing this. Like, and I was crossing the road. I got distracted. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And thankfully, there was no car coming, but I realized I was on the road. I just stopped. And then I just stood for a few seconds because it's not good to stare, but I stood for a few seconds looking like, what the fuck are you doing? And after she finished, then she takes out a phone again. She sets her hair, everything. Okay, she checks her lips. And then she tells her friend, okay. No. Again, she's doing sitting on. Just imagine there were like 3 girls on one bike, maybe 2 girls or 3 girls on another bike. And these girls are a group. So if one is doing this and encouraging this behavior, you think it will not affect the other girls. And these girls must be staying somewhere here, respectable families. I've even seen in 7-Eleven, the store, I saw this. You could make out this is a school going child, okay, because of the uniform that they wear. This boy who was behind this girl, actually, I walk into the store, the payment counter is there, this girl is standing there, this guy is standing behind her, completely like flush clothes, and he is busy feeling her breasts. I I don't know why the store person didn't say anything. The cashier, like, you're an adult, say something. Nobody said anything. All the guys and girls are there, and everyone can see what is happening. I told my wife, I said, I saw this, and he's busy rubbing his penis on her ass, and small. Oh, when I see young boys in the market sitting down, like they'll lie down, they'll have the phone like this. I've told you this before. They'll have the phone, and they'll be, hey. And you know what they're watching? Because on Facebook, when you scroll, you'll get girls showing their tits and their ass, grown women. So imagine a woman, a grown adult, is giving sexual content for a small child. You know how perverted that is? Once upon a time, I was a playboy. I did enjoy sex. My upbringing was terrible. There was none. I did all these things. But today, when I'm a parent and I review and look at my responsibilities, and I ask myself what is happening as I have a daughter. Even if I had a son, you have that personal responsibility, social responsibility, the responsibility towards your child, and you begin to think, what is the kind of world I'm exposing my children to? The number of boys in my groups who are addicted to porn, they even share private messages when they say, "Sir, I want to get out of it. I don't know how." And many of them are into porn because they don't know interaction. They don't know how to speak to a girl. They are afraid to talk to a girl, and especially Indians, where a girl can cry rape. So, and they are not sure. They don't know how to present themselves. They don't know how to act. They hardly go out. So, the safe world is this virtual world where they can do all this shit. Send 110 messages to random women. Hey, sexy, love you, want to fuck you, want this, that, and all that. Because they know nobody knows their identity. They are not going to be taken to task. But is this a world that you want to bring up your children? If it is so bad now, it's going to get worse, man. I'm whether you believe me or you don't believe me, I'm telling you, I am so disgusted when I see any female when she's showing and she lifts her leg or she opens her leg and she's just showing a panty, and I um, I hate may be a strong word, but I absolutely have zero respect for this individual. Zero. Not even, I wouldn't even puke, vomit, or throw shit in that area. She's that dirty. For me, that individual is that dirty. It's like, you go to a place where all prostitutes are there. There are some, in fact, this is a very sad state of affairs. We get young boys under my comments, hey, she's a sex worker. So what is there? She's earning a livelihood. Young boys lecturing me. So what is there, man? She's an adult. What is your problem? Yeah, why are you hiding behind the keyboard? Give me your real name, your age, where are you from? No, why do you want my privacy matters? Yeah, that's why you're doing that. When I actually asked a young man who was commenting, can you how old are you? No, what is your business? Why? How old I am? Okay, fine. I said, would your mother consent to this? Oh, my mother's old fashioned. Old fashioned. Oh, okay. So having values is old fashioned. Yeah, you have to move with the times, man. This is a state of affairs. Where once upon a time, men used to do it secretly because they're afraid that their names would be exposed. And especially females, it was such a matter of shame that they would do it quietly. Today, they do it with pride. Whether they're doing exercise, they have to show their bum and the angles of the camera focused on their private parts. And it's called empowerment. Yeah, I'm earning enough money to buy a Lamborghini. Ha ha ha, you're cheap shit. Yeah, so what? You want my daughter to become a prostitute like you and have a car because she sucked a couple of sausages? There are even females who were my clients. Clients means 1 or 2 sessions. And they've openly told me that they accepted rich men, their proposals, some in the Middle East, to do the most disgusting things you would not believe. The most disgusting things. And they did it for some time until they got actual $1 million and then they stopped. So there's their justification, well, Loy, I just did it as a passing phase. So I asked her, so if you have a son or daughter, is that okay? They go the same. Oh, Loy, I don't want to be a hypocrite. It's their life. They can do what they want. This is this is the society that we are moving towards. Where, oh, it's okay, you earn some money, yeah, then you become a good person. I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I'm just old fashioned, maybe. I'm old fashioned. I wouldn't want my daughter or son to walk in that. I don't have a son, walk in that direction. But once they become an adult, if they do, what can you do? What, beat them, hit them when they're grown up? The values you can only teach them now when they're young. And yes, to succeed in the right way, doing the right things, I'm not saying perfect, but if you take a career, develop a skill, it takes time. You're not going to be famous, you're not going to be rich, you're not going to be well known. Or they have this path. I would rather have the individual focus slow and steady and grow. This Kim Kardashian kind of lifestyle of fame and fortune, while promoting yourself as a sex symbol, a celebrity, I don't know. I'm just too old fashioned for it. Anyway, you guys can make fun of me and say, oh, what a hypocrite. He was a playboy before, now he's a. Yeah, so if I was a playboy before, what? I should continue being sexually the same, or should I promote and support, uh, you know, this sexual endeavor? Is it okay? So that is what you want me to do? Or because I was a playboy when I was in my 20s, that is 27 years ago, I should just keep quiet? It's okay, yeah. I did it. You do it. So what? That's okay? Oh, you don't have any right to talk. Okay, so if all of us with our imperfect lives and imperfect childhood, so we should just keep quiet, no? Let it happen. Just keep quiet. So that's fine. I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't feel this is right. I really, really, I find it so disgusting, so disgusting what these females are doing. Okay, if you're doing it with one guy, okay, even if you are married and it's not working out and you're doing with one person privately, nobody knows. It's a different ballgame. But here you're publicly doing it and you don't even feel a remorse that children are watching you. That's wrong. Yeah, come on. We are making a society of I don't know what. It's becoming a very disturbing society, very disturbing. And nowadays, even the title has come. What? Do you? I saw this video where this girl is dressed up like a small schooler. Do you know what this 18-year-old has under her clothes? Okay, that's a tagline. Are you curious to see what this 18-year-old has under her clothes? Click like or DM and I'll show you. Maybe the girl is not 18. But what message are you giving? Then where do you draw the line? If you're so keen about 18, why wouldn't you be keen about 17? Asking, no? What about 15? Where does it end? I'm telling you, this is a very, very serious problem. It's not a joke. This is not something light. And by ignoring it or not talking about it and not reacting, it will become worse. I report such this thing, but I don't know. Still goes on. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. You let me know your thoughts. Is this a serious problem? Is this not? Am I just overreacting? Because it is affecting both boys and girls. That much I'll tell you. All right. You guys take care, and I just hope there's some solution to this. Seriously. All right. Put your comments, thoughts down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.